Well, I grew up in Lansing. I always tell people I'm from Williamsburg, Virginia. Because I like Williamsburg, Virginia quite a bit. Not that I don't like Lansing. Well, it is kind of interesting. I'm not the first guy to be using a double neck guitar to be doing this. I mean, a double neck guitar was originally designed probably for Jimmy Page. So you could play a 12-string and a 6-string basically in one guitar. You know, you play the 12-string neck like you play a regular guitar, switch to the 6-string neck, and you don't have to switch guitars, which is great. That's exactly what this guitar is designed for. I mean, this isn't any kind of custom-built instrument. This is a standard Ovation-made instrument. It retails for $1,000. I got it for $500 off eBay. You know, and now it's how I make my living, which is cool. So the first guy I saw do the double neck was Justin King, who's a pretty sweet guitar player out of Oregon. He was real big around 2004, and now he's touring in a band, but he's not, to my knowledge, he's not really doing the double neck stuff. So it sort of fell off the scene for a little while, and then myself and 2 other guys in the country are touring with it right now, which is it's me, a guy named Ethan Case up in Vermont, and a guy named Terrence Hansen, I believe, out in Utah, and they're both excellent. So it's unique, it's fun, makes a living, you know. Bowling Green is a small town. There are people there that I love. I learned a lot of good stuff in the music school. However, I would tell any artist that's trying to do any kind of thing, anything outside of the box, that's looking at going into school, I would say just don't go to school for music. You know, I would say go out and do your own thing. Go out to your nearest city and get on the music scene there. I mean, that's the thing, you know. I mean, I tell people, you know, everybody says, oh, Mark, you're young, it's a good thing you're doing this now, you know. But the thing is, you know, since I was 18, this is what I wanted to do. I'm 24 now. So for 6 years, you know, I was just, you know, I wasn't doing what I really wanted to do, which is, you know, go out and be a touring musician. And it's not a matter of going to school for it, it's a matter of going and doing it, you know. I definitely would not be the writer that I am without it. But, I mean, you know, there's a lot that you can learn outside of school, and there's a lot of things that you need to learn outside of school. I would always argue that it's important to understand what you're doing, because there's a good chance that someday you'll have to teach it. If you don't know what you're doing when you're teaching, it's, yeah. It's basically all the practicing has kind of happened already. It's just because I don't get a whole lot of time to practice when I'm on the road. You know, it's a lot of driving, it's a lot of showing up at the venue, and then you play. And then when I have time to practice, unless I've gotten sloppy with a piece or something, and I need to, you know, go back and play with the metronome a little bit and get it down. Most of the time I just compose on the road, and that is my practice time, which isn't really practice. Well, I mean, I guess my influences, they might not be like as diverse as I might put on my website or my MySpace or whatever. Fact of the matter is, I don't really listen to jazz that much anymore. You know, I had a lot of jazz influence when I was in school, but I'm terrible at playing jazz. You know, and I don't really listen to instrumental guitar music either. Frankly, I can only take so much instrumental guitar music. You know, I mean, I write it because I like to write it, and it's my job. You know, and it's a lot of fun. You know, I like composing, but my main influences are punk rock and stuff. You know, my favorite punk band is the Lawrence Arms out of Chicago. Absolutely phenomenal punk band, and I really recently got into the Gaslight Anthem, and I don't know if you guys listen to the Weaker Thans. You know, they're like a little more indie punk, but they're out of Canada somewhere. Well, I mean, one thing is, I mean, I really hate titling songs. First of all, that's one of my least favorite things to do. A lot of the titles I slapped on the songs right before the CD went to press and everything. So, But a few of them, are really relevant. The whole idea of "And Grace Will Lead Me Home." I am a Christian artist, and the idea of God's grace saving us. There's one tune that I'll play for you guys called "The Demons Were Gone," and that was inspired by a real supernatural experience that happened to me in Bowling Green, Ohio, where there was an evil spirit residing in our apartment. And a group of friends and I, we performed an exorcism in the name of Jesus, and some really messed up stuff happened, and it was really weird. But what ended up happening was the evil spirit, it left, and it was only because of the grace of God that happened. I'm really taking my time with this, with whatever comes out next, because there are so many places in the country where I haven't toured this album that I'm really gonna take my time with the next CD. Not that I put like filler into this past one to finish it, but I was kind of rushed to finish it in a few ways. And with the next one, I'm really gonna take my time writing it, and I'm gonna decide to record it when I'm ready to record it.
Do you think that will lead to better pieces, in your opinion?
I don't know. I mean, hopefully I'm gonna be a better guitarist a few years from now, or just a year from now, than I am now. I mean, hopefully, what I find that I see with a lot of instrumental guitarists is they get good and then they get lazy. And they don't really get any better. And I'd like to really keep improving, but one thing I'm starting to do is I'm also starting to write songs that I would actually sing. Oh, no, I'd like to eventually. It's just that it's not feasible for me right now. I mean, touring solo is really the only way for me right now to really make a living doing this. What I have found with touring with a band is the most important thing is just getting people that are really into it, that aren't in it for the money, that are in it to make really good music, and I've met a ton of people in the past couple months, and I've met a number of people, that I'm like, yeah, it'd be really cool to tour with them sometime. And of course I've got some friends in, Bowling Green, Ohio, where I'd be like, yeah, I definitely, I'd like them to come with me. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how soon that's really feasible. Because playing with a band, I mean, I love doing this stuff, but playing with a band, nothing beats playing with a band. Well, it's not that different. That's the funny thing, is like the musical influence that I get is not from jazz. It's not from anything technical. It's not from the other instrumental guitarists. It's from punk rock. I mean, all the stuff I play, it's like 4 chords. You wouldn't necessarily know it because, it looks like it's all over the place, but if you listen to it, it's like, yeah, he's just playing the same 4 chords over and over again. So, oh well.